not all black Republicans, but I see a black MAGA person who is carrying Donald Trump's water and they know that he's lying, it is the shortest line to the front. Because if you're black and you're whatever, you're just in line with a bunch of other Democrats that are doing the same thing that you're doing. But if you become a black MAGA person, it's like, whoa, let's book this person, let's put him on television.
So you don't
Let's
think you can
promote.
be a sincere black MAGA person?
Bill Maher was left stunned after Don Lemon dropped some ridiculous woke claims on his show. This clip is just a roller coaster of clashing ideas, where Bill Maher, the king of no-nonsense, takes on Don Lemon's woke roller coaster of claims about black Republicans, MAGA, and some seriously out there takes on politics. Bill Maher stands his ground with logic and wit, while Don Lemon dives headfirst into some eyebrow-raising assertions that'll leave you questioning what planet he's on. But enough talking, and let's dive into this discussion between Don Lemon and Bill Maher.
I just said, I don't think that, I just said, I think there can be sincere Republicans.
But you can't be a sincere black Republican?
I don't think that you can be a rational MAGA, be black and be a rational MAGA person. I think you can be black and be a Republican.
I think they would find that very insulting.
Well, I mean, the truth is often insulting.
That's true too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't say that, because there are cases to be made that they're making. I never would go all the way to Donald Trump because he does not concede elections. That's my biggest issue with him. So like the Republican types who think, oh, someday Bill Maher's going to, no, Bill Maher's always going to be where Bill Maher's always been. If you change enough, like, yeah, but you're going in the wrong direction. But I think 20% of black men voted for Trump.
Well, I think that that's okay that 20% of black men voted for Trump.
Can't they just think differently? Can't people just
be
have
uninformed?
different? It's not just like you're informed about everything. Like you don't think anything
No, but
you
I don't
have
think
is
you're
skewed.
I don't think you're hearing me. I said that I believe that black people can be Republicans. Remember, there were lots of Republicans. Frederick Douglass.
It was different in those eras.
It was different. I was a Republican, by the way, but I started as a Republican.
Is that right?
Yes, but so I think that a lot of what MAGA does is irrational, and it's often based in lies, and it's not factual. It's people that you said you don't like, people who deny elections, who deny insurrections, or whatever.
Right.
So that's the MAGA party. That is the MAGA party. I'm not saying that's all Republicans.
No, look.
So for a person of color, a black person, to to believe in that, when it is based in irrationality and a lot of it is based in racism, for me, I have lots of questions about that. I don't question black Republicans.
I'm going to let. I mean, do you talk to people like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like I had Byron Donalds on my show.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I got to my office today, and there was a lovely pin that he had sent me. It had his name on it, an American Eagle, and I like Byron.
Yeah.
I'm just, I just can't live in this country where I hate half the people who, yes, think fundamentally differently about a lot of things. I've said this here before. We have to be able to get to this point where you can say to somebody who you agree with A, B, C, D, but E, whoa. How could they believe in E if we both believe in A, B, C, and D? And it is a conundrum, but it does happen in human nature.
Well,
and you just have to be able to go, okay, we have different upbringings, different influences in our life, different, metabolism, we're just different. Yeah. And we come to different conclusions.
I understand that, Bill.
And you can't be so...
But it doesn't be because I can see what is happening and I live in reality, it doesn't mean that I hate anyone. I don't hate anyone. I don't hate Donald Trump. I don't hate MAGA.
Right.
Right? But I understand that MAGA is based on you were not born in this country. MAGA is based on Mexicans are rapists. MAGA is based on that Donald Trump did not inspire an election. MAGA is based on Donald Trump didn't try to overturn an election. MAGA is based on Donald Trump. They don't believe that he was found guilty in a court of law. So it's built on lies. So that's why I question that.
Okay. Don Lemon's going full steam ahead with this MAGA's all lies rant, and I've got to hand it to Bill Maher for not just nodding along. Bill Maher's the voice of reason here, right? Like, he doesn't jump on the hate train. He even says later there's some truth to the racism and lies bit, but he's not about to paint everyone with a broad brush like Don Lemon does. So, I mean, yeah, Bill Maher's trying to wrestle this back to reality, not just swallowing Don Lemon's wild pile-on. Bill Maher's all about seeing the shades of gray, and that's why he's the MVP in this convo.
To understand and to be able to see through that, it doesn't mean that you hate people. It just means that you're being rational and logical. As I said, I think they're black Republicans. I was one. I think that's all fine, but I think that MAGA is, I think it's, it's problematic and it's based on lies and racism. And that doesn't mean I hate those
No,
people. I actually kind of feel sorry for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not untrue. There is racism in it, and there's certainly a lot of lies. So what do you do in the morning, John? Are you an early riser? Or Don, it's time for our cooking segment. I don't know if you know this, but I make a mean omelet that I think
Moving on.
Tell me about your day.
I'm not a morning person.
Me neither.
I hate the morning. I hate waking up I like to wake up in the afternoon. I like to
all the way into the afternoon.
I like to rise at the crack of noon.
That's my father used to say that.
Usually I like to rise at about 11, maybe 10, but 11 because I'm a night owl.
Exactly what I do. Right.
But now, because I want people to be informed about what's happening, I think we have to have an informed electorate. I wake up at like 8:30 and I do a live 10 o'clock show on YouTube, the Don Lemon Show. Every day I do a live stream.
Why is it got to be so early?
10 a.m. Because most people are starting their day and are going about their day, and I think they need to be informed. And I think that there was a need for content there and for people to understand what was happening.
I'm so lucky.
And I don't think anyone was fulfilling that. And
so lucky I only have to show up in makeup once a week at 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon.
Well, I used to have to show up in makeup at 9 o'clock and Eastern every night, and that's it, and then go on at 10. But that's fulfilling for you. That was fulfilling for me at the moment, but this is what's fulfilling to me now. And then I do a live stream or a live show every day at 5 Eastern as well. I do 2 live shows a day.
Working my ass off. I'm glad it all came out in the wash for you. No, because for a while there, like CNN, there was just lots of, it's amazing how much they cover what goes on at CNN and MSNBC, considering that their ratings are not exactly through the roof. But
That's a good point.
But, it's the media. The media loves the media.
Yeah, Bill Maher nails it again. Don Lemon's reminiscing about his CNN days, and Bill Maher just slides in with this zinger about their ratings. I don't know about you guys, but I'm cracking up because Bill Maher's not afraid to poke at the media bubble Don Lemon's coming from. It's such a classic Bill Maher move, calling out the hype while keeping it chill. Don Lemon's all serious about relevance, but Bill Maher's like, hey, let's not pretend it's all that deep. Love how he keeps the convo honest and fun here.
But we heard everything about you and Chris Cuomo, and there was just always this Sturm and Drang, and it's being taken over by this guy, and he was fired, and we got to get CNN is such, and I'm on CNN now. They re-show my show on Saturday night. I'm thrilled about it.
But that's one thing that's also when people do that, that's a sign of your relevance.
It does.
Where you are in the culture,
right?
And so you don't hear that much anymore, do you?
No, well, yeah. I mean, they definitely have to find their footing again. Yeah. I think the guy they got there now is heading in the right direction.
So there you have it. Bill Maher absolutely holds the line in this wild showdown with Don Lemon. From debunking Don Lemon's over-the-top woke takes on black Republicans and MAGA to bringing some much-needed common sense to the table, Bill Maher proves why he's the master of cutting through the noise. And Don Lemon might have come in hot with his "it's all lies and racism" claims. But Bill Maher stays cool, sharp, and real, reminding us that people can think differently without it being a crisis. This discussion a testament to Bill Maher's knack for keeping it grounded while Don Lemon swings for the fences with some seriously shaky logic. Bill Maher's the champ here, hands down.